This is a channel for men, but today I'm going to talk about something that most guys never speak about. And no, it's not money, it's not cars, or it's not girls. I'm talking about something much more important, your mind. More specifically, I'm talking about your mental wellness. So why am I talking about this? Because men are dying. Men have higher rates of addiction, suicide, and clinical depression than women. That's just the cold, hard facts. 80% of suicides in America are men. And if you dive into the data a little bit deeper, you will see that the biggest affected group is actually young men between the ages of 18 to 29. Young men are becoming depressed at higher rates than any other demographic. Now, if you look at our society, we live in a very, very difficult time to be alive. So when you combine these statistics with the state of the world, it makes sense why so many men are stressed out. We deal with a lot of problems, from social issues to political issues to financial issues and work-related stress. On top of all that, we also have to deal with the stress of being a man in general. Traditional masculinity is seen as toxic. Society tells you that you can't talk about your emotions, and if you do, you're weak. Most people think that we should just tough it out, and that's what most guys do. But here's the thing, constantly suppressing your emotions is extremely unhealthy for you and it's not sustainable. So I made this video to help you develop the proper mindset to build mental toughness and emotional resilience as a man. So let's get right into it. I want to start off by saying that it's perfectly okay to not be okay. I know that as men we are taught to just tough it out, but that doesn't always work. The best thing that you could do is be honest about how you feel. If you're feeling sad, then allow yourself to cry. If you're angry, then take some deep breaths and try to control your breathing. You might even go for a jog if you want to get rid of that anger. Just don't suppress it. Don't try to pretend like nothing happened because that will only make things worse. Your emotions are there for a reason, so don't ignore them or try to fight them away. Instead, learn from them. Now, speaking of emotions, I want to move on to my next point, which is to surround yourself with quality friends. Having a good support system is extremely important. If you're struggling with your mental health, it's important to talk to someone that you trust. Now, back in the day, having a good friend meant that you could count on him to have your back in a fight, and that still stands true today, but modern society tries to paint all male friendships as toxic and as bro culture. Don't fall for it. Yes, there are some toxic bro cultures out there, but that doesn't mean that all male friendships are like that. Bro culture can be summarized by the phrase brothers before hoes. Basically, it means that you put your friends before your relationships, and while that may work in some situations, it's not always the best advice. There's nothing wrong with putting your relationship before your friends. A real friend will understand that, and a real brotherly bond will only get stronger once you find the right girl. Speaking of bonds, we got one coming up in just a minute, but first I want to move on to my next point, which is to start taking care of yourself. Starting today, make sure that you're getting enough sleep, eat clean, and work out consistently. Develop a morning routine that gets you ready for the day and an evening routine that prepares your body for rest. Doing all of those things will drastically improve your mood and your productivity, but you have to be consistent. One day won't change anything, but if you stick with it for a month or two, you'll notice that your overall mood has improved. If you want to go a step further, I recommend that you start doing some sort of meditation every single day. Meditation has been shown to lower stress levels and anxiety. You don't have to sit down and meditate for an hour straight. Even just 5 minutes can make a difference. There are many apps out there that offer guided meditations for free. So use those. Another alternative to meditation is to simply listen to music. Music has a profound impact on the human psyche. There was even a study done that showed that listening to Mozart could increase your intelligence for 10 points. So try listening to some classical music for 10 minutes a day, and you lines notice that it improves your mood. My last point kind of ties everything together. It's to join a community. Find a group of men that have similar values as you and start engaging with them. If you're too shy to find a community in person, then I suggest that you find one online. But eventually, you should try to meet up with them in person. Humans are social creatures by nature, and we need other humans to survive. It's in our DNA. Most men feel isolated and lonely even if they're surrounded by people. That's just how men are wired. So it's your responsibility to find your tribe, the group of men that you can call your own. You can even start your own community. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. You can start by simply inviting a couple of your friends over to your house for a barbecue. In fact, that's the best place to start. You never know who you're gonna meet. But remember, brothers, life is full of ups and downs. Sometimes Yuri gon na be on top of the world, and sometimes Yuri gon na feel like Yuri at rock bottom. The key to surviving all of it is to have a strong mind and an even stronger support system. Never forget that you're not alone in this world. There are millions of other men out there that are going through the exact same things that you're going through. You see, men are expected to be strong and resilient, but no one teaches us how to deal with the emotional baggage that comes with being a man. We're taught to suppress our emotions instead of expressing them. And we're taught to rely on ourselves instead of reaching out for help. As a result, men suffer in silence. We pretend that everything is okay when it's not. We bury our emotions instead of dealing with them. And we end up making things worse for ourselves, but it doesn't have to be that way. We can teach boys how to be emotionally resilient men. We can teach them how to express their emotions in a healthy way. And we can teach them that it's okay to ask for help when they need it. It's time that we stop pretending that men are less than women. It's time that we stop pretending that we don't need each other. It's time that we stop pretending that everything is okay when it's not. Men are not weak. Men are strong. And when we come together and support each other, we're unstoppable. Let me leave you with one final thought. You're not alone in this world. There are millions of other men out there who are going through the same things that you're going through. Reach out to them, connect with them, support each other. Together, we can make this world a better place for men everywhere. That's all I have for you today, brothers. I hope that you found this video helpful. If you did, please hit the like button. And if you're new here, consider subscribing for more videos like this one. Thank you for watching, and until next time, remember that you're not alone.